last water source for about 28 miles. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. We've done 4 miles so far today, and we camped right there. So, we're making a move. We have a lot of water in our packs right now. I have 5 liters because our next reliable water source isn't for another 28 miles. So, and we're trying to skip Julian, so we have a lot of food as well. So food and water equals a heavy pack. We want to get to Warner Springs by Friday at 3 o'clock, which is about 110 miles in. So we have to be 20 plus miles. I don't know the exact math, but it's between 20 and 23 miles per day for the next 3 days. So I think it's a tangible goal, as well as Outback and Supermarket. But it is just unbelievable out here. The quality is not going to be as good, but I'll flip it around. And all along, you can see where the mountain range begins, because it's all green, and then the desert. So the clouds here, or the mountains here, just kind of make their own weather, which is pretty cool to see. Moving a little slower today than I was yesterday and the day before. I think that's kind of normal to slow down just a little bit. I mean, we did 20 and 25. I'm already at 11. So for today. So at mile like 56-ish. And just a little tired and hot. I'm looking forward. I'm going to take a nap in 30 minutes or wherever I find shade. Throughout this vlog, a lot of people have said, you only see the highlights and everything. They want to know what it's actually like to hike the PCT. And I can tell you, at 50 miles, whatever I'm at, you basically give up on trying not to hurt. And my feet are just killing me. So, if you want to know what it's like to hike 50 miles in 2 days, that's about what it is your feet hurt. Win. Duct taped my umbrella to my shoulder strap, so now I'm walking in shade, which probably decreases the temperature by about 10 degrees. So I'm pretty happy about that. I got that figured out. I'm about 17 or 18 miles away from Stagecoach RV. I might make it there tonight, probably not, but that's the next available water source. So I have about 3.5 liters right now, and I'm going through about 1 liter every 5 miles. So I'm right on pace. But if I have to sleep, that's going to put me a little bit behind. So I'm probably going to be a little thirsty until early tomorrow morning, which is not fun. This has been a 28-mile stretch, so I'm 10 miles I refilled water 10 miles ago, and I filled up all 5 liters of my capacity. So there wasn't really much I could do to carry more. I could have bought another liter, I guess, but I didn't hear that was necessary, and the people that I was with also carried 5 liters. So hopefully there's some kind of water cache up here or something. Anyway, we'll figure it out. And hopefully this umbrella doesn't blow away, because it is a little bit windy. It did one of those Mary Poppins things earlier. But this is what you learn, being on the trail. You learn how much water you actually drink while you're hiking, and just what your body can push through. All right, here we are on day 3. I'm at mile 65.7, so that means I did 20.7 miles today in 14 hours. I was moving so slow. My feet are giving me some big problems. I have a blister on both of my feet in the same spot between my big toe and the second to big toe. So that slowed me down a little bit, and both of my knees are actually hurting. So I tore my ACL a year ago and had surgery a year ago, and I know I overcompensate, and I make my right leg work way harder than my left leg, and it's showing immensely after this 65 miles. My right leg is now way more sore than my left is, but they're both pretty achy and stiff. So I've just been going at a snail's pace. I think I was going honestly, a mile an hour maybe. So it's really been a long day. Probably my hardest day that I've had out of the 3. I know that's not saying much because I've only been out here 3 days, but the first day was so easy. I was just feeling really confident. And the second day, was feeling also pretty confident, but today just wrecked me. So I wanted to get up above here about 0.3 miles, and I found this little campsite, which is not anything to brag about, but I'm just too tired to push on. I think another 0.3 miles would really hurt. So I'm just gonna take a easier time on myself tonight. It's only 6:30, so I'm gonna rest, lay down, pop some blisters, and I'm gonna get a really early start tomorrow. I'm about 10 miles away from water. I think 10 miles. I'll correct that if I'm wrong. But yeah, so I have to wake up early. I have 2 liters of water left, or 2.5. So I'm gonna go through it, half a liter tonight, get hydrated, and then I'm gonna wake up at about 4 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm gonna be hiking before the sun's up, just so it's cool, and I don't drink as much water when it's not so hot. So I'm gonna be waking up early again, and hopefully make it to the RV campground, or I might just give in and go to Julian, even though I said I wasn't, because I hear they have apple pie and a brewery and all sorts of things. So I think I'm happy with my progress so far of making it above 20 miles every single day. So I think I'm going to actually go into Julian, despite me packing extra food not to go. So I just had a heavy pack for nothing. But it's a learning experience, and it'll be really nice to get into town. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go to bed and enjoy a couple pictures from today.